Thank you, Kyle, for getting all that fixed. Let's get Kyle. Obviously, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty, so I certainly apologize. We are ready to move forward. Thank you all for coming tonight. Boy, let's give these kids a hand. What a ball game. Yeah. I want to make some quick thank yous before we start. If my coaching staff, I'm not going to list everybody off because we're going to move, but if they can stand up, let's give those guys a hand. What a great job. I'd like to thank my family for all the support that they give. The parents just do an outstanding job of the meals, the alumni room, Coaches versus Cancer at Bacchus. Thank you for everything that you do. I need these people to come up on stage, please. Thomas McClellan, Nathan DeHaan, Cameron Leathers, and Kyle Kurt. Come on out, guys.
Don't touch anything, Gary.
I think Nathan's maybe helping his sister set up for the dance competition. Thomas, raise your hand, please. Thomas McClellan, varsity manager, donates his time. I can tell you he's not very good at badminton. We've got some work to do. We flat killed him yesterday, so we've got some work to do there. Our video coordinator, Cameron Leathers, right there. Don't lean on the screen. Cameron, I get a lot of coaching tips watching the film when I go back and watch it after Cameron videos, so I appreciate his help. And last but not least, our director of basketball operations, Kyle Kurt. Catherine, McHale, Corey Bellman, and Abby Cockerham. I don't believe Abby's here. Can you guys please come up? I think it was our second year here we developed the stack girl position, and that's kind of one of those things with the program that's involved over a period of time. And these young ladies came to us this year and said they would like the help. Through the help of the Booster Club, we purchased an iPad this year and a software program, and it's been outstanding. I can't tell you how much time it saves the coaching staff and how much information we're able to get from it. And these girls are a huge asset to the program. Let's give them a round of applause. Those of you may or may not know, Mr. Lanter is my student teacher. Hold on. Mr. Lanter is my student teacher, and my team took Catherine's team out today in the badminton tournament, so I just got to get that in there. Catherine's very competitive. She's already wanting a rematch, so we'll see if she gets her wish next week. Thank you, ladies. At this time, can we have all the senior moms please come up to the stage? One thing as a coaching staff, we preach to the boys, and you've heard me say this before, about how important our mothers' roles are in their high school careers. And certainly every year, I've got a pretty good idea, I think, of what the mothers do for these boys throughout their careers. And they've got a book tonight that they're going to present to their mothers. It's called Love You Forever. Each one of them has inscribed it. I don't know if you've seen the book or not, but it's a pretty neat book, and they've each got a book to give to your mom. So go ahead, fellas. Turn around and pose, fellas, with your moms so they can get a picture. All right, we're getting a picture. Here we go on the count of 3. Look out to the crowd. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Senior moms, thank you. All right, if you're new to our senior roast, thank you for coming. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. You're going to hear some good stuff tonight, I know that. We start, each year we alternate how we go. So this year we start with the smallest number and work our way to the top. So we are going to go with Jordan Rock, and he's going to come up and say a few words.
First off, just like to say that my high school career has been a blur, and that's a result of it being so much fun, especially through athletics, and all the successes that my sports teams have had is a true testament to the coaching staff. In basketball, starting with Coach Andrecki, sometimes I would think that I'd be showing up at cross-country practice, how much we run. Then going on to JV with Coach Martin and Coach Wills, that was a blast as well. And then on to our varsity years with Coach Benedict, Coach Radliff, Coach Krebs, they do a great job. And they spend a lot of time scouting, and it's incredible how much from bottom to top coaching staff travels to scout for us. So thanks to them. Also thanks to the managers. You guys do a heck of a job with what you guys do. And next, I'd like to thank all my teammates, starting with the seniors. You guys are a blast to be around. Thank you guys. Thank all the other teammates that I've had throughout basketball. Really, you guys are what makes basketball so fun. Next is my family. I think. Yeah, sorry guys. First, I'd like to thank my brother. I'll save the best for last. But my brother for allowing me to be what kind of little brother I was to him. Thanks for him coming up to all our games and being a vocal presence just as much as I'm sure my dad would be if he wasn't keeping the book. And next, my parents, thank you guys so much for being my support system throughout my life. And so just thank everybody, thank all the fans who come out and support us all as well.
So we have a couple of players who are going to come up and speak. Joe Kinney and Sam Holfelder about Jordan.
All right. Jordan has been a great influence in my 2 years at the high school. He's exploited his leadership characteristics on both the basketball and football teams by being elected team captain for each of them. This requires a lot of dedication, and he has taken those responsibilities assumed by being captain, and has done an extremely good job at being beneficial for whichever team he's on. One of my funny moment, I guess you could say, with Jordan is that it was during football season, and I was taking snaps. And every time I would crouch down, my pants would kind of go up into that area. And Because of that, him and Andrew Roney decided to give me the nickname Camel Joe. On a serious note, he constantly motivates us to practice, helps us continue to work hard as we can to keep improving our game, just like a true captain should. I'm glad I received the opportunity to be on the same team with a great person like Jordan.
There's a lot of things that could really describe Jordan, and pretty much the first thing that comes to my head is Coach Garrison. And I think the best quote to describe Coach Garrison is arms, arms, arms. And before speed enhancements, I remember we would always do our high knees, and me and Jordan would be past everybody, and we'd be just screaming arms, arms, arms. Thighs parallel to the track and screaming all this track stuff during basketball. And another thing is Jordan really likes to compliment how high I can jump. What I mean by that is makes fun of me about it. And I know that I can jump higher than him, even though when I attempt to dunk, I always grab the rim and just throw the ball towards the back of the rim. I could really describe Jordan as a Joe Dirt with a little more intelligence. You got a 27 on your ACT, didn't you? So that helps. He really shows a lot of toddler-like kindness to me. And what I mean by that is, like, he calls me buddy, but he calls, like, nobody else buddy. What I mean by that is, like, there'll be, like, freshmen and sophomores, and he's just like, oh, good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. It's like he's my little brother. He's like my big brother. I don't know, it's kind of cute. But to get on the serious side, Jordan inherits a lot of great qualities. He seems to look like every girl's dream guy, with the long brunette hair and the big goofy smile. But he has a really super fun personality, and he's funny. And he seems to just lift me up when I'm feeling the most discouraged, or he'll make me laugh when I'm the most like mad. And he's such an easygoing dude, and it's so easy to have a conversation with him and just make fun conversations with him. He's truly been a blessing to me and all of the other teammates as well. And as well as the teammates on the football and track teams. And it's just crazy how Jordan is a senior now, because as I look back at it, me and Jordan met kind of in 7th grade track, and now it's just been so crazy. And I'm going to miss you so much, but I'm so glad we got one more season together in track, and it's just great. But one thing I'm going to end on, and I didn't tell anybody this, but your personality didn't really show a lot of spunk and fun when you didn't come with us to TP Coach Benedict. But yeah, that's it.
I've learned to mute stuff out in these interviews that the seniors give. Well, you might have to work on some of this other stuff. Let's hear what the seniors have to say about Jordan. Might have to turn up the sound, I'm not sure.
Since the 7th grade, probably. 4th grade, we were on the same travel team. He's one of the few that I've been on every team with since then. I know in 7th grade we had basically the exact same school schedule, so we saw a lot of each other. I know back in junior high, and still now, if I ever feel bad about myself, I'll just play him in video games because he's pretty bad at video games. I remember one of my favorite junior high moments was we were playing PE, and we played boys versus girls in basketball, and Jordan got a rebound, and he goes to outlet, drills Lindsay Oval right in the nose, breaks her nose. I don't think Jordan's ever felt worse about anything, but there was blood everywhere, and it was Freshman year, we were doing a drill, and the goal was to get 80, and we'd done the drill about 9 times. And we got 80 with about 5 seconds to go, and Jordan's first response is, let's get 100. And we weren't going to get 100, but it was funny anyways. So every time we get the drill, anytime we would get it, we'd be like, hey Jordan, let's get 100. And he doesn't really find it funny, but we do. Jordan and I, we have this thing where we can co-talk our way through anything. We're the only ones who know what's going on, and everyone else is really confused. The same thing is, if anyone's talking about anything, and there's a sentence there that's lyrics from a song, we are on it. We know exactly what song it is, and it's just crazy. I know, Jordan, you're going to Illinois next year, ag business, I think. Good luck with that. Maybe I'll join you. Love you, man. See you.
Jordan, we go pretty far back. Shoot, I don't even know when we first met. I think the first memory I have of you was probably in kindergarten when you fell off the jump gym and hurt your eye. You blamed it on me, even though I didn't do anything because I was doing something. You tried to copy me. You told the teacher that I told you to, which is a lie. And you did it to me later. I know I saw you in the hallway and I was like, Jordan, why did you tell me that I didn't told you to do that? And you were just like, I don't know, it seemed like a good idea at the time. I was pretty mad about that, but pretty sure we became friends after that. Started hanging out, playing video games in your basement. You know, my rule was I could never touch the wall. Never understood that, but whatever, it's your dad's rules. Touch the walls, get handcuffs on. Shoot, all kinds of crazy things. Playing Nintendo 64, Kobe Bryant, writing comics, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For potato chips. Not sure where we came up with that idea, but lots of good times. I don't know what we plan on doing in college, but I know you're really successful. Yeah, you're charismatic, so the best of luck to you, man.
Hey Jordan, it's been fun these past several years, just playing on your team and cheering on the football, and I'm glad we're going to be captains together. I know you're going to U of I next year, so you'll be staying local, so hope to see you in the future. Maybe we can hang out a lot. So.
Jordan Rock. He's all around a great guy. He's a great leader, and definitely one of the hardest workers on the team, I think. He always pushed me to keep working harder, keep doing better, and definitely going to learn how to work with me in practice, so I always had to work harder. And I thank you for that. Good luck to him in his future.
Jordan, like I said, one of my best friends. I guess one reason I've kept Jordan around this whole time is he has a good way of smooth talking and getting us out of trouble. I'll give you a couple examples. The first time we had a little rebel stage in 7th grade, and we thought it'd be a good idea to go dink on pitching. We were just 7th grade guys, and long story short, we got caught by the cops, and the cops took us in groups of 2 and explained why it was the wrong thing to do. And then basically, this is my reenactment of what went down between the cop and Jordan. So you boys do some dink on pitching, right? Yep. So you boys realize that that's trespassing. I can write you guys a big old ticket, right? Oh shoot, I didn't realize that. I'm sorry. That carries a pretty hefty fine, and I can write you guys a $200 ticket. I don't think either of you have $200 sitting around anywhere, do you? Well, actually, I keep like $500 in my room at any time. I was trying to take I guess something that big of a deal. Okay, so that's the first time. Second time, we were sophomores, and Jordan's fish died, and he called me up. He's like, hey, what's going on? Nothing. And he asked me if I want to go bury his fish, so we take my dark green Saturn out to the lake, and we bury it and say some words, and take off and go back home, and a cop stopped us along the way. We weren't really sure why, but like I said, my reenactment of what went down between the group and the cop. What are you boys doing that? Nothing, officer. Boys might step down the car real quick. Drink. Guess it's some of you guys have Hey, yeah, sure. We had a report of a dark car smashing mailboxes out in the country. You boys mind explaining that show in your backseat? Look, officer, I can explain. My fish just died. My dad doesn't love me at my pet, so I was really close to this pet. If I could just have a little respect and sit right now, that'd be great. Cops let us off. Scott, getting us off the hook in tight situations. But seriously, Jordan, I'm a busy next year, man. I know when I'm back in town, we're gonna do the stuff we normally do, like throw jacks somewhere and drive off. And you know, between all the memories we've had, you know, going to Gulf Shores or the Indiana game the other week is, you know, it's just been fun getting to know you, be friends with you the last 4 years. So, thank you, Jordan.
What It Means to Be a Bulldog by Jordan Rock. Dedication, heart, discipline, leadership, pride. An obvious requirement of being a Bulldog is being dedicated to what you're doing. Starting one season less than a week after finishing the previous season is hard on the body, but it's necessary to get in the flow of the next sport as soon as possible. Coming in before school or early on a Saturday morning isn't fun for anyone, but you need to do it and do it with enthusiasm if you're going to get better. The heart of a Bulldog is the heart of a champion. Giving it your all when your mind is telling you to quit, or still playing hard when you're down 14 to begin the fourth quarter takes heart. Who knows, you may come back and win in double overtime. A Bulldog must have discipline to be on time when your favorite show is on TV, take care of their grades when they have away games in Eureka and Pontiac that week, and be on their best behavior in the public eye. To be a Bulldog means not only to lead on the floor, but outside of school and sports as well. A Bulldog can give another Bulldog a good reputation as a result of the way they act and treat others. Pride is the most important quality of the Bulldog. Without being proud of being a Bulldog or being grateful for your opportunities, you can't have dedication, heart, discipline, and leadership qualities. A Bulldog walks around school with his Bulldog t-shirt because 90% of his t-shirts are Mahomet Seymour, with a smile on their face, and can proudly say, I'm a Bulldog. The 5 qualities of a Bulldog, dedication, heart, discipline, leadership, and pride, are like 5 fingers on the hand. An open hand with fingers spread apart resembles the qualities independent one from another. The hand is flimsy and weak, but when the hand forms a fist and the qualities all come together and work with each other, it is much stronger, it is solid, it is tough, it is a Bulldog. Okay, go ahead, Becky. If you listen to what he just wrote, I think this quote fits him to a T. Leadership is practiced not so much in words as in attitude and actions. There is a reason why the kid standing next to me was voted captain this year. There's a reason why he's a part of our freshman mentoring program. There's a reason why he was voted captain of the football team. There's a reason why he always gets the bus picked up. He's always the last one off the bus. There's a reason why somebody might be a little bit late. He's the first one to call. There's a reason when things get a little tough in practice, he's one of the first ones to get vocal. And there's a reason why we are good, because our captain has accepted his role. And that's the gift that Jordan gives back. Each one of these guys, and we're going to talk about their gifts that they give back to the program, and this is what Jordan gives back, is his leadership. And that's been a process over time. I think he watched his brother go through the program. I think he's talked with Joe. I think he's learned from that. I think he's watched, and I think he's grown. And Jordan, what you need to do is keep doing what you're doing and do it well. Because nobody was happier in that locker room tonight than Jordan Rock. And I don't know that Jordan Rock played a minute in the second half. He was just happy that the Bulldogs got it done. Congratulations, Jordan. Number 5, Todd Metzger.
I want to start by thanking all the coaches I've had in my life, starting with Dan Rock in travel basketball, Coach Turek in 7th grade for motivating me to be a better player, Coach Smith and Coach Willard, Coach Andraki for all the running, really got us in shape, Coach Martin, Coach Radliff, Coach Krebs, and Coach Lanner for all their support this year. Coach Benedict for all he's taught me about basketball and coaching and just life in general. I want to thank Coach Wills probably the most because he's probably had the biggest impact on my life, basketball life at least. I think he believed in me sophomore year more than I believed in myself, and he pushed me all year to work hard and be the player I am. I want to thank Thomas McClellan because he does all the dirty work behind the scenes that no one sees, and he does his job amazing. I want to thank all my teammates because I've been on a lot of teams, and this by far is the team that I've enjoyed just coming to practice every single day, and it's a blast. I especially want to thank Blue Crew for all those days that we dominate in practice. I want to thank my brother. We don't always see eye to eye, but when we do, we have some really good times. I want to thank my mom for all the rides and the laundry and all the food and the never-failing game critiques after games. And I want to thank my biggest fan and my best friend, my dad. I couldn't have done any of this without you. Thank you so much.
This time with Daniel Roberson and Scott Metzger, please come up.
I've gotten to know Todd a lot better after the season of playing basketball with him since I don't get to play many other sports with him. Mostly because we have lockers right next to each other, which he actually just stole my jersey before this game and I just got it back. Todd was a skilled player. Valuable player, valuable asset to us every day. One of Todd's best abilities is to clear the court, and by clearing the court, I mean he can fart so badly that not only do we smell it on the court, but we smell. I bet the teachers downstairs smell it in Mrs. White's room. He's also a big country fan. He was one of the main supporters of the hillbilly warm-up music we listen to every day, which I'm as big of a fan of as everyone else is, but. Surprisingly, as big of a fan of country as he is, he also loves to listen to the WAP. I'm sure if they played it during the game, he would drop on the court and do the WAP right there. Even though he really doesn't want me to mention this, he did a great job staying focused this season, even through a little bit of a car accident. Never got him phased, he stayed faithful all the way. Todd was a great teammate and a fun guy in general to compete with. And I'm glad I got the opportunity to do so. I know he'll be successful in whatever he goes out and does in the future for sure.
Todd and I get along about as well as oil and vinegar. We've had our share of fights and disagreements. Todd is always eager to tell me what I am doing wrong with my shooting, dribbling, passing, batting, fielding, kicking, or just standing on the wall. Because I am the younger brother, I pretty much ignore that advice. Since Todd wants to be a coach, when he grows up, I was only trying to help him become a better coach. I am sure he will have to deal with others much worse than me. Todd loved coaching the little kids in Benny Ball and enjoyed his time coaching at FCA camp this summer. I hope he gets his chance to coach because I know he will be amazing at it. Todd is not sure what his plans are for next fall, but I already have plans for his room. Good luck with the rest of your life, Todd.
Todd, stay here, we're not done. Okay, let's see what the seniors had to say about Todd.
Time to fart? Dude. Well, obviously I can remember you for your powerful flashlights. I remember one time we were on the way to a Bloomington game, I don't know which one, but we were sitting in the back together like